I generally like to buy steers. I find that they suit my property better and they're usually easier to quieten down. Steers also seem to, I find, get a better MSA grading. When the sheets come back from the processor, they seem to do a lot better than the heifers I've previously had. I've been involved with the MSA program now for around 10 years. A local processor introduced it to us, and it's good to be able to get the information coming back to know that you have supplied really good quality cattle and that you have been doing the right thing by giving them good pasture, supplementing their feed with silage and hay, and they have done well.
Katrina's obviously buying in some good quality cattle. She's getting in weaners, so she's getting them nice and young, and then has full control over their growth path throughout their life from weaning.
When we go to the sales to purchase new cattle, I generally go for Angus or Hereford. I try to purchase never ever cattle, which means they've been raised on pasture, they've never been given any antibiotics or hormone growth promotants. And the reason I buy those cattle is because I like to continue them fed on pasture.
Katrina's MSA marbling scores are really high. She's sitting at an average of 560, which is great. The ossification scores that Katrina's getting are sitting on the average at 160, which although is getting higher, what we find is that her cattle are averaging about a 350 kilogram carcass weight. So you get a bit of a trade-off there between ossification and carcass weight, and it all balances out.
The feedback sheets are interesting, and it's good to know that the cattle have scored in between the MSA guidelines. I do like to compare my results with my parents' property, for example, when they send them off, just to see how each of us has done and who perhaps has, achieved the better results this time.
If other producers wanted to take a leaf out of Katrina's book, I would say that managing growth path is the key. She's got a real handle on that ossification, and that's really come back to her nutrition. She's been able to manage their growth path from weaning through to slaughter.